Have you ever wondered what makes your phone, your laptop, or even a fancy electric car go? The answer is a remarkable little invention, the lithium-ion battery. These aren't like the batteries you might put in your TV remote. They are rechargeable, powerful, and incredibly lightweight. Think about it. Before these batteries, a portable phone was the size of a brick and lasted for maybe an hour. Now, you can carry a supercomputer in your pocket that runs all day long. This amazing technology has truly changed the world, making our modern connected lives possible. Without lithium-ion batteries, our world would look and feel very different. So how does this magic box of energy actually work? Let's break it down. Imagine a battery as a tiny chemical sandwich. On one side you have a slice of bread called the anode, and on the other a slice called the cathode. In between there's a special sauce called the electrolyte. When you charge your device, tiny particles called lithium ions, that's the lithium-ion part, move from the cathode through the electrolyte and get stored in the anode. They're like little energy carriers getting packed and ready. This process stores up electrical energy waiting to be used. When you unplug your phone and start using it, the process reverses. The stored lithium ions want to go back home to the cathode. As they travel back through the electrolyte, they release their stored energy. This release of energy creates an electrical current that flows through your device's circuits, powering the screen, the processor, and everything else. It's a continuous, elegant dance of ions moving back and forth, charging and discharging over and over again. This rechargeable nature is what makes them so incredibly useful for all the gadgets we rely on every single day. Before lithium-ion batteries came along in the 1980s, rechargeable technology was clunky and weak. Early batteries were incredibly heavy and couldn't hold much of a charge. To power a single light bulb for just 1 hour, you would have needed a battery that weighed almost a kilogram. This made truly portable electronics a distant dream. Laptops were massive, heavy machines that had to stay plugged in most of the time. The idea of a slim, powerful device that could fit in your hand was pure science fiction. The arrival of lithium-ion technology changed all of that, ushering in an era of unprecedented portability and power. This incredible technology didn't just appear out of thin air, it was the result of decades of hard work by some very clever scientists. Our story begins in the 1970s during a major oil crisis. A British scientist named Stanley Whittingham, working for the company Exxon, was looking for new ways to store energy. He created the very first rechargeable lithium battery. He used a material called titanium disulfide for one side and pure metallic lithium for the other. It was a brilliant breakthrough because it had a high energy density, but there was one big problem. It was extremely unstable and prone to catching fire. Next up is an American physicist named John B. Goodenough. Working at Oxford University in the 1980s, he took Whittingham's idea and made a crucial improvement. He realized that using pure metallic lithium was too dangerous, so he searched for a better material for the cathode. He discovered that using lithium cobalt oxide was much safer and even more powerful. This new material nearly doubled the battery's voltage, making it a much more practical power source. Goodenough's discovery was a huge leap forward, creating a stable and potent foundation for the batteries we use today. But there was still one piece of the puzzle missing: the dangerous metallic lithium anode. The solution came from a Japanese researcher named Akira Yoshino. In 1982, he figured out that a carbon-based material like graphite could safely store and release the lithium ions without the risk of fire or explosions. He combined his safe graphite anode with Goodenough's powerful lithium cobalt oxide cathode. This combination created the first commercially viable, rechargeable, and stable lithium-ion battery. It was the complete package, powerful, safe, and ready for the world. Thanks to the combined work of these three pioneers, who later shared a Nobel Prize for their efforts, the world was about to change. In 1991, Sony used this new technology to launch the first commercial product powered by a lithium-ion battery, a handheld video camera. It was a smash hit. Soon, this lightweight, long-lasting power source was being put into everything. Laptops got thinner, cell phones got smaller, and music players could hold thousands of songs. The revolution of portable electronics had begun, all thanks to the brilliant minds who solved this complex chemical puzzle. While lithium-ion batteries are amazing, they have a shocking truth. They can be dangerous. The chemicals inside are highly reactive, and the battery is a delicate balance of materials. If something goes wrong, if the battery is damaged, poorly made, or gets too old, it can lead to a scary event called thermal runaway. This is when the battery starts to overheat uncontrollably. The heat causes a chemical reaction that releases oxygen, which then feeds the fire from the inside. This means a lithium-ion battery fire can burn fiercely, even without any air from the outside, making it very difficult to put out. You've probably heard stories or seen videos of this happening. Phones that suddenly get scorching hot and start smoking, laptops catching fire on desks, or e-scooters bursting into flames while charging. These incidents are real and highlight the inherent risks. When the thin separator between the anode and cathode is punctured or fails, it causes a short circuit, and that's when the trouble starts. Airlines have become very cautious, requiring lithium-ion batteries to be in carry-on luggage and equipping crews with special fireproof bags to contain any device that starts to overheat during a flight. The problems don't stop with safety. There's also a significant environmental and human cost to making these batteries. One of the key ingredients, lithium, is often mined in arid regions like South America's Lithium Triangle. The process of extracting it uses enormous amounts of water, which can deplete precious resources for local communities and drastically alter the landscape. As the world demands more and more electric cars and gadgets, the pressure on these fragile environments is only getting stronger, raising serious questions about the sustainability of our battery-powered future. Furthermore, another critical material is cobalt, which gives the battery its stability and longevity. A large portion of the world's cobalt comes from the Democratic Republic of Congo, where its mining is linked to terrible problems. Reports have exposed dangerous working conditions, exploitation of miners, and even the use of child labor. This creates a difficult ethical dilemma for all of us. The very devices that connect us and power our green energy ambitions are tied to a supply chain that can cause immense harm to both people and the planet. The shocking truths about lithium-ion batteries have not gone unnoticed. All around the world, scientists and engineers are in a race to build a better, safer, and more sustainable battery. They know that while lithium-ion technology was a miracle for the 20th century, we need a new solution for the 21st. The goal is to create a battery that can store even more energy, charge faster, last longer, and most importantly, won't catch fire or rely on unethically sourced materials. It's one of the biggest scientific challenges of our time. One of the most promising areas of research is the solid-state battery. Remember the liquid electrolyte, the special sauce, in today's batteries? Solid-state batteries replace that liquid with a thin layer of solid material. This simple change has huge benefits. It makes the battery much more stable and virtually eliminates the risk of fire, as there's no flammable liquid to leak or ignite. Solid-state batteries could also potentially store more energy in the same amount of space, meaning your phone could last for days, or an electric car could travel much farther on a single charge. Other researchers are looking at different chemical combinations altogether. For example, some are developing sodium-ion batteries. Sodium is right below lithium on the periodic table, and it works in a very similar way. The best part, sodium is one of the most abundant elements on Earth. Just think of all the salt in our oceans. This would make batteries much cheaper, and avoid the environmental and ethical issues tied to lithium and cobalt mining. While sodium-ion batteries aren't quite as powerful as lithium-ion yet, scientists are improving them every day. The quest for the perfect battery is far from over. It will take more breakthroughs and brilliant minds, just like it did with Whittingham, Goodenough, and Yoshino. The demand for energy storage is only going to grow as we move toward renewable energy sources like solar and wind, which need batteries to store power for when the sun isn't shining or the wind isn't blowing. Until that next great invention arrives, we will continue to rely on the imperfect but incredible power of the lithium-ion battery, the tiny powerhouse that truly electrified our modern world.